Right. Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad that you are here because I truly believe that you are tonight on this call for a very, very reason. And just maybe your life is going to change exactly like mine did when I attended a webinar like this. This is exactly what happened, and you're going to hear it for yourself. I'm just going to share my screen so that we can get going. Let me know, Trudy, if you can see my screen, the presentation.
Yo, Lizelle de Kock.
Thank you very much. Right, let me just get it going. All right, okay, thank you. Okay, guys, if you don't know me, my name is Lizelle. I live in a very small town, Jeffreys Bay, close to the sea in the Eastern Cape, South Africa. I'm so proud of our country. I'm so proud that people have decided to take charge of their future, because I can tell you, your life is about to change if you let it. I can promise you. Sit tight, have like a cup of coffee or a tea or whatever your favorite drink is, and maybe have a pen and paper nearby, because this is just going to be awesome. Okay, so put in the comments for me, if you could work from anywhere, where would that be? If you could work from anywhere, where would that be? This is just a little icebreaker. Let's see. Where would you like to be? Home. Ah, that's a very good one. I always wanted to work from home. The ocean, anywhere and everywhere. Gordons Bay, Fontaine, home. Oh, a lot want to work from home, right? My bed. You must think outside of the box here now, okay? It's cold in South Africa, but you can actually be in Mauritius now. It's now the time where the school holidays are. So you can actually go somewhere else now. Bali, Maldives, Limpopo, Bora Bora. Oh, Greece. I love that. Okay. So, guys, this is for you. Welcome to the webinar. This is for you if you are done living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, this is for you if you would love to have your own online business, but you just don't know where to start. Okay, if you agree with this, put a yes in the comments. This is for you if you want the freedom to do the things that you love and be in control of your own time. If this is a yes, put a yes in the comments. Let me see. It's one of these things that you want. I see I've got an amen sister over there already. Okay, I'm loving the energy on you. Awesome, guys. All right, so I'm a planner, so I like to know exactly what I'm in for. So let me show you how it's going to go. I'm going to explain digital marketing to you. Put a 1 in the comments if you are not sure what digital marketing is. You've heard it, you've seen it because you've been scrolling online, but you're not really sure. It's still confusing to you. What the hell is digital marketing? Because I get that question asked so many times. Okay, there's many ones in the comments. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go through that with you, and then I'm gonna go through a 5-step proven method, guys, to daily income. And I put the $ here because if you're in South Africa, which you are, there's some here that's not, but if you're in South Africa, that means you get triple for your trouble. I used to say double for your trouble, but the rand is so weak that when you earn in dollars, my friend, it's a lot more money. We're going to hear some success stories, some testimonials. You're going to see what you're going to get with this, and then I'm going to open up for Q&A. So I'm going to ask you, unless I ask you to comment, you can comment in the comment section, but try and listen to what I'm going to say, because I'm probably going to answer most of your questions. Okay, so let's get rolling. Okay, so I'm taking real estate as an example tonight. Okay, so the old traditional way of doing marketing, if you want to sell houses, you would need an office, right? You would need to set up an office, you would need to set up a brand, you would need to print business cards, you would need to print flyers. So the setup costs, normally that used to be a lot, right? Operating hours. I mean, put in the comments there for me, who would like to rather work 2 hours for themselves every single day when they want to, instead of working a full-time job? Put a 1 in the comments if that's you, because I think that's quite a no-brainer. If you can earn in dollars, my friend, you are at the right spot. Okay, operating hours. Okay, this is what used to, in traditional marketing, it used to keep you glued to your job, right? Customer reach. The traditional marketing where you could only service the local people, right? If you have an office, whichever town you are living in, you could only serve the people around you, right? You could only sell houses around you or in your area, right? The next thing is overheads. Oh my goodness, guys, the monthly cost just to keep a business going. the rent that you have to pay, the staff that you have to pay, the electrical bill that you need to pay every month, and just to keep the company going, right? This is traditional marketing. That is the way how it used to work. Digital marketing, on the other hand, is so freaking cool right now because, guys, the world is going digital. Put a big yes in the comments if you agree with me, because you've been scrolling online, right? That's how you found whoever invited you to this webinar. Everything's going online. You're getting your groceries delivered online. You can even speak to your phone. There's so many apps and things that are making our lives easier because everything's going digital, right? So now doing digital marketing means a low investment. I don't think there's another big myth, because I always hear, oh, it's cost so money to start your own business. With digital marketing, guys, that's not big money at all, because you're using social media and you're using systems that are already out there for you for free. You can work from anywhere. You just told me where you want to work from. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, like me, you can be a stay-at-home mom. If you want to go sit in Greece and you want to work your 2 hours there every single day, that's what you can do. This is what has made it possible for us to work from anywhere. You can scale your business, right? Instead of just serving the local people around you, you get to connect with people from all over the world. Does it blow your mind? Yes or yes? It blows your mind, right? I mean, we are connected. We are connected now. I've been meeting so many people since I've started this program, made so many friendships from people all across the globe. This is what's possible and no monthly costs. Remember I said with digital marketing, guys, you use a tool, social media, you actually use a couple of tools that are completely free for you, already out there. Now you are already scrolling online, right? Would you like to know how to make money online while you're scrolling? Put a yes in the comments if that's you, because we're going to show you that tonight. Having an automated system, guys, saves you time. And this is what I'm going to show you tonight is having it automated means that you can put in that 2-hour workday, means you don't have to recruit, means that you've got a system online working for you 24/7. Because remember, in the US, the time difference is big, right? I mean, they are waking up now. We are about to go to bed, but your system is still running 24/7. That's why you would have probably heard already we saying, I woke up with a $900 ding. I woke up with a $300 ding. It's because the business never stops working because it's on automation. Now, put in the comments there for me. I'm going to ask you 2 questions. How would you like to know the proven method to earning online by working 2 hours a day, earning passive income? Now, you know what passive income is, right? Passive income is you don't work hard for it. It's like you buy a house and you pay it off and you rent it out. You're not really working hard to get that rent in, but you're getting that rent in, something that you didn't have to work for. And how would you like to reach your goals in the second half of this year? Yes, please. Yes, please. Guys, just for my entertainment and for my curiosity, okay? Did every one of you start January thinking to yourself, this is going to be my year? And you were thinking of how this year is going to play out very nicely. And then June came, being half of the year, and now it didn't quite work out the way you expected. You're still in the same position. If you're still in the same position, put a yes in the comments. Let me see. If nothing has really changed. Some people told me this morning on my live, it's even worse, right? Look at all those yeses. So now you know it's time for a change. And that is why you're on this call tonight, my friend, because you were looking for the how, all right? You were looking for the how, and this is what I'm going to show you. Okay, so digital marketing, this is for interest for you. More than half of the world uses now social media, right? We are 5 billion people, guys, scrolling on social media right now, all across the world. 259 million new users have come online within the last year. Isn't that crazy? Globally, we are over 5 billion people. In South Africa, guys, we are over 45 million people on the internet. And here, this interesting fact. In South Africa, right? Okay, I think I'm going to get to it. Let me not jump the gun. For a market to be considered saturated, because I hear this all the time. Lizelle, but if everyone's doing this, isn't the market saturated? Well, let me show you that for a market to be saturated, a type of business needs to occupy 70% of the market share, right? Now, we've got a global community. You will see on the right-hand side here. Guys, end of November, we were less than 2,000 in this global community. We are now over 23,000 people in this community, okay? Now, let's say 50% of that community members are South Africans. And I'm putting it as wishful thinking because I think I don't think it's 50%. I think it's less. But let's say 11,500 of those 23,000 are South African, right? We are 45 million people on social media, right? So 45 million, we are still less than 0.002% of the market share. So there's so much money to be made on the internet today, guys. You can see for yourself now, not just South Africa, but across the globe. Because remember, you're not just getting your local people. You're not just connecting with your global people. 9,000. Oh, are we 9,000? Oh, according to Michelle, South Africa, Chriselle, we are 9,000. See, I said less than that. All right. So Brian, guys, I always get asked this question, Lizelle, but is it only for women, right? So I like to bring Brian up. Brian, look at what he said. I have to pinch myself. $3,600 and the week isn't over yet. This was a week ago. I think I didn't see an update of him. I've seen a definite trend, though the webinars is a crucial part of my funnel. So I'm going to ask Brian to come up quickly and share his story. Brian, are you there? I see you. Let me just give you the ability to chat. All right. Very excited to hear his story, guys, because you will not believe how many men and women are doing this. And I love to give you a glimpse of what's happening in South Africa so that you can see for yourself. Hey, Brian.
Hi, Lizelle.
How's it going?
How are you doing?
Good, good. So excited.
Sorry about my video camera is a bit hazy. I'm not sure why.
No, it's perfect.
But anyway, I'm sure you can hear and see me clearly. So yes, that was not the end of the week. So I actually just made over $4,000 that week. So I made a few more sales. So my story starts quite a while back. I was in corporate for my whole life for 15 years plus, and I worked for a global multinational company, and we had businesses all over Africa. And then a French conglomerate basically took us over, and the whole culture in the company changed. A whole bunch of the senior managers, myself and included, were retrenched, and they put their own people in place. So yeah, and I was really down in the dumps, and I didn't know what to do. And basically, a friend of mine said, "Well, the only way that you can get out of this mess is to upskill yourself." And that's sort of what I started doing. I started doing some digital marketing courses. My first clients were friends and family that had hair salons and beauty salons. I know everything about microblading, everything about eyelashes, believe it or not. And I started my first real paying client was a beauty salon in Cape Town. But it was still hard work. Even getting more hair salons on my books and so on. Every client is different. So I just continued to upskill myself and do more digital marketing courses, and was really privileged to be taught by some of the leading digital marketers in South Africa. And then I landed my first real proper multinational, not multinational, proper national client in the financial services sector. And I haven't looked back from digital marketing since. Then we decided, okay, we need to expand our digital income. And this is when I saw a video of Cecilia, and gave her a call. I was also very skeptical at first. I mean, what can other people teach me about digital marketing in this space? And yeah, this went from strength to strength over there. I started in September last year with this specific course. I didn't really give it much attention. My other business still took a lot of my time. But slowly but surely a sale popped in here and a sale popped in there. Then the Rugby World Cup happened, and I lost completely track of this. And really only started again in February this year and gave it my proper attention. Really put the initial work in. And I then just also decided I always wanted to go and circumnavigate Lake Malawi. So I decided, well, I don't have to stay at home. I don't have to stay in South Africa and do this. I can actually just get in my Land Rover, got an internet connection, got my cell phone, got my laptop, and then traveled all the way to Malawi and circumnavigated Lake Malawi. And as I said, when I started really giving this my attention, the sales really started flowing in. So the Lake Malawi trip took me about 3 months to do. And in that period, I made just under $21,000 worth of sales. So it's around about $7,000 a month. Since then, since I've been back, I'm just under 30,000. Hopefully, in the next week or so, I'll be over $30,000 since I've started this process. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is, if you whatever your situation is, sorry, I want to actually take a few steps back. When I got retrenched, also quite a big other thing happened in my life, and I got scammed by a very sophisticated scam, and I actually lost a lot of money. And this is what I hear so many times with this program: "Oh, it's a scam, it's a scam." This is definitely not a scam. It is real knowledge that you're gaining, even if you don't use this within this current business, but you use it if you've got another business. You can use all of this that you learn with digital marketing to actually apply in your own business. So I got scammed. I do think that the scam had a big influence. I got divorced. So I was really down in the dumps, and I had to really look at my life and say, what am I going to do with this? And this is when I started with this whole digital marketing sort of story. So yeah, definitely successful. Doesn't matter if you are a beginner or if you're a little bit skilled. I learned a lot from this, although I was in digital marketing before. The skills that you learn is phenomenal. Sure, that's just in a little nutshell what my story is.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brian. I actually Googled while you were on here just to check the $21,000 that you made is over 385,000 South African Rand. And you guys, that might sound to you too good to be true, but I'm going to get into it now, how it's possible, because I think all of us thought this was too good to be true. So, all right. Thank you so much, Brian. I'm really inspired by your story. So let's carry on for a moment, guys. This is me. This was my struggle back in COVID. I was working for a corporate company, and my company said to me, Lizelle, you're not going to leave that laptop. You're going to work because we pay you. You're going to work. So during COVID, while everyone was spending time with their family, I was like, stuff this. I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Now is my chance. I'm going to do my own thing. You know what I did? I went online. I did beauty courses, and I started I rented a room, and I started it, but I found myself working so much long hours. It felt like financially I was just not getting there, right? Put a yes in the comments if you know what I mean. Like, you're trying your utmost best because you're trying it your way, right? And it just felt like I was losing out on time with my children, and it felt like whatever I was doing just wasn't working. Now I know it was because of I was doing it on my own, right? The turning point came, guys, when everything changed, when I discovered this program, okay? Now, the idea initially, I also thought it was a scam. Obviously, I live in South Africa. Yeah, we think everything's a scam. But I knew that the program worked because I did my due diligence. I went to check out a webinar. I Googled online. I checked what digital marketing was all about. And everything changed for me. And I started just wanting to make an extra 20,000 a month. Because in my brain, guys, I was used to disappointment. I was used to trying things on my own. Put in the comments there, has working hard ever made you rich? Put in the comments there. Because I can tell you, I'm someone that works extremely hard, and this has never made me rich until I started working smarter. And my complete goal, guys, if those who know me will know, I'm on such a mission to let people know about this business. I just couldn't get out the message quicker because I'm a mother who thought I was always going to have to work. Also been through a divorce many years ago. Although I got remarried, I've got kids from my previous relationship, and I felt like I had to fight for myself and I had to fight for them. I was missing out on the things in life that mattered the most. So I started thinking I was going to make 20,000 a month. I wasn't thinking millions even, because to me, it just sounded too good to be true. But I ended up making so much in a very short period of time. Just last week, I had a $5,700 week. That's 106,000 Rand, guys, in South Africa. I had to work 5 to 6 months in my beauty business to make this type of money, right? And this type of money I'm making through having time with my family. This is actually photos from this weekend. I had my sister there. We were having a Joel there in the village in J-Bay. I've got my kids hopping in the car. We're baking. This is what I couldn't do before because I was always exhausted. I was always stressed. I had always had too much on my mind because work always took first place in my life. And I realized when I discovered this, every single parent out there needs to know. You might not be a parent, and you're going to hear some other stories tonight, which I'm very excited for you to hear. So before I carry on, let's hear from Dee. Dee is not married. So let's hear from her. I love her story. Hey, Dee.
Hey,
Hey.
hey, how are you?
Good, and you?
You see
Oh,
me?
there we go. There we see you. There we go.
I'm trying to keep warm with this Johannesburg weather. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hi, Lizelle. Thanks for having me on. Brian, awesome story. How are we all connected to the beauty industry? Because that was my former 9-to-5 job. So my story is I come from a very poor background, right? I come from a family who had nothing because, as I've shared before, to those of you who are new here, I shared before that my mother was very sick my entire childhood because unfortunately, she had cancer since she was a child herself. And it's always been a very traumatic experience, but a financial burden because it destroys a family, right? Emotionally, spiritually, financially. We went from having a house where all of us had our own rooms. Like my parents had their own bedroom. My sister and I both had our own bedrooms. We had a guest bedroom. We had everything, 2 cars and everything. And then my mother lost her job. It was a lot for my father to just, take care of the family on a single income. And we lost the house, we lost the cars, and we had to move to a 2-room house. When I say 2-room house, I don't mean 2-bedroom house. I mean the entire house was just 2 rooms, and we had to squeeze our entire life into that house and survive. We had to cope. And 30 years ago, there was no work from home opportunities. There was no make money online opportunities. So if my mother could, she would have, right? Because she did everything right. She matriculated, she went to university, she got a degree, she was a chartered accountant, she was the first person in our family to go and get a degree. And the company did not care. They did not care about how much money she was making. They did not care that she did all the right things at her job. It was a liability for a sick person to be working at the company because she couldn't come into work every single day. And again, there were no such things as work from home opportunities, work from home positions, right? So they let her go. And it was devastating. But my parents did their best. We were always the family that walked into a store and walked out empty-handed. I don't know how many families can relate to that right now. How many parents can relate to going into a store but leaving without any shopping bags? Because that was my family. We always had to lay by clothing months in advance. And then my parents would pay off the installments so that we could have it. So those of you who haven't bought winter clothes yet, I don't want you to feel bad. Your kids understand. Your kids understand. But it was always so disappointing because they would always say, don't worry, you're going to have your clothes. You're going to have your brand new clothes in 3 months, right? And it was such a tough thing, guys, to hear as a child because you don't understand what your parents are going through. But a lot of you parents here can relate to that. And as soon as I could finish, let's fast forward, as soon as I could finish school, matric, I couldn't go and study. I couldn't go to university like my friends did because I needed to start working to support our household, to help my dad out, to help my mom out, to help my sister out, So I've always had to work, and I could never just have one job. I always had more than one job. So I would try different things, from surveys to teaching English online. I don't know how many people have tried surveys, guys, and they pay us like 30 Rand for a survey, and you're spending so much time on that survey, to, you know, waitressing here, waitressing there, doing this job, that job, everywhere job, right? And all of that time away from your family, away from your friends, just all of the stress to just get by, to just get by. And I remember always just feeling so tired, just always feeling like, why must my life be like this? Why must my life be a constant challenge? And even years later, while working a 9 to 5 job, I had a stable income, but I had nothing to show for it. So last year, I cried to my mother, and I was saying to my mother, I know life took everything away from you, but by the time you were 28 years old, you could have at least said at one point you owned a car, a house, you were married, you had your children. I don't have any of that, because times are just so different. The salary that I have, you could have paid for a house, like a bond, right? With the salary that I have, and take care of your family and everything. I don't have anything. All I have is enough to cover debit orders, to help out with groceries at home, and to go to work again. But I don't have anything, no luxuries whatsoever. And I'm working as a teacher at night and on the weekends to supplement my 9 to 5. Like, that's not fair. And I remember crying, and my mother said, well, why don't you look for other opportunities online then, if you feel that way? Because, you know, your moms want the best for you. But then I told her about digital marketing, and I told her about the income potential, and she said, that's a scam. She said, that's a scam. She's like, who makes hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single day in South Africa? That doesn't make sense. Think about it. You already work online as a teacher, but you're making $5 per hour as a teacher, right? Now you're telling me that somebody else is telling you can work for 2 hours per day and make $600 in a day, $900 in a day. That's not real. That's not real life. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna try it anyway, because I can't end this year having achieved nothing again. So I started my journey in October of last year. And within my first 30 days of just following a step-by-step proven process, being in this incredible community, I made my first 6 figures. I made 100,000 Rand in South Africa, just reselling digital products that I did not have to create. Fast forward 6 months later, like 7 months into my journey, I became the 5th millionaire in South Africa. And it's all because of this program. It's all because of people like Lizelle in our community, Cecilia, Michelle O'Neill, Victoria, Tim, and Nicholas. There's so many incredible people in our community. And I really want to say, guys, we've got a really exciting opportunity here tonight, because Lizelle created a South African community because she saw a gap in the market. She created a community for us, which is so powerful, because she's dedicating her time to offer us training, to bring you along in the journey, because you need that, right? And what's even more better is that she's giving you an opportunity to learn from other 6 and 7 figure earners, right? So I even spoke to Lizelle, and I said that I would love to offer some training myself. And she said, absolutely. And that's what I love about this community and this opportunity, is that once you are empowered, you can empower other people as well. So I just want you to know that you can change your life if you take a decision today. Like, decide tonight that this is something that I want to do. Go back to the person who invited you to this webinar and tell them, I am ready and I want you to be on this journey with me, because we're not going to leave you behind. We're not going to leave you behind. And as I always say, may the next half of the year be the best half of the year. And I need you to comment yes if you are in agreement that the next half of this year will be the best half of this year, because this is what you deserve and you can do it. Don't be so afraid, because we were all afraid. No, it's okay to be afraid, because we were all afraid. But I need you to do it afraid, do it nervous. Just do it, because we're going to be there for you every step of the way. And Lizelle, as always, thank you so much for having me. You're absolutely wonderful, guys. Like, The South African community is growing, and Lizelle's community that she's created is so impactful. It has made such a huge difference in my business already. Guys, you want to hop on. You want to hop on. We've got some incredible training coming for you. We are for you always. So thank you again for having me. Thanks for
Oh,
letting me
Dee,
share.
you're having me in tears here. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy because, yeah, that's the reason I started it. And just like she said, and I remember you said in a previous testimony, you said you were never celebrated. And I remember
Never.
feeling such a heartache because everyone deserves to be celebrated. And I'm so proud of you. I mean, look at all the
Thank
comments.
you.
You are so amazing. And it's
Thank
so
you,
nice,
guys.
guys, that we want everyone to win. It's not that we're in competition. There's enough for all of us. You saw the stats. There's enough for all of us, and it's so amazing. I'm so inspired by your story. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm so excited that you're doing training in the community. I'm so excited.
Yeah, can't wait. Thank you.
Yes, awesome. Okay, so let me carry on quickly and tell you, because you're probably wondering how, right? How are we doing it? And what is this proven method? Okay, so I'm going to go through 5 steps, guys. It's going to be quick and easy to understand. And we are going to open up for questions. We're just going to hear from 1 or 2 more people. This is the exact process that we are following. We all started by being committed. Okay, when you start your own business, you're committed to your own business. You heard from Brian. I'm so actually glad he said it, because Brian himself said what the difference was when he didn't commit, and all of a sudden what happened when he committed. He made money very quickly because the business was set up already for him, right? We promote products or programs that are in high demand. That is what you need to do, because what does it help if you sell a product that people don't want? Okay, that is what helps us make so much money. So why promote digital programs? Because we make 100% profit. And I love to show you this because it might seem too good to be true, but you're going to understand it this way if I explain it this way. But put in the comments for me there quickly. Have any of you been in MLM before, multi-level marketing, where you had to sell products for a company and you got a small percentage of it? Let me just quickly see. Any of you been in MLM? Okay, I see a lot of yeses there, some no's. Okay, because you can understand this even better, right? So we've got a $900 product, which is our best seller. For good reason, guys. We call it the Legacy Builder. And I can tell you from personal experience, the 1st of April, when we launched this Legacy Builder, I made 190,000 South African Rand in my first 2 weeks of April launching this program. Because this program is like any other. It's you get live and interactive training. You get put into Zoom groups where you are in breakout rooms, where you get breakthroughs, where you get to chat to other people. And the training that we get from Michelle, who created this product, guys, is mind-blowing. You know what the first thing I asked myself when I entered this legacy program was, why is she sharing this with us? I mean, this is gold, but it's because she wants to see us win, and then she wins, right? That's how our community is. So $900 product. Now imagine for a moment if you were working for a multi-level marketing company and you were selling a product. There's nothing wrong with the multi-level marketing company, guys. I'm just sharing it with you. You would make $225. This is now in dollars, right? If you had to sell that $900 product. If you were selling it for a company and you only got like 25% discount. So 25% profit, sorry. We get 100% profit. So if there's a $900 product, and you make that sell, you get 100% profit, which means you get $900. So put in the comments there, would you rather want to make 25% profit selling goods, or would you rather make 100% profit? I think that's a no-brainer, right? This is how it's possible for us to make so much money, because no one else, we're getting 100% profit, right? Let me see in the comments there, who wants to make 100% profit? Yep, 100%. There we go, right? It just makes sense. So we crave in this community, guys, when we rave about it is my word. We rave about making at least $10,000 in a month, because this is how possible it is. If you had a $900 product like we have, and you only sell 12, you already make past $10,000. Now, $10,800, if you do the conversion, I don't know if someone can do it there for me, but it's just over 200,000 Rand, right? If you had to sell it for another company and you only make 25% profit, you would have to sell 45 to be able to get to what we make. Makes sense, right? So why promote digital programs? Because you get 100% profit. You get daily pay directly into your bank account. The pay doesn't go to someone else, and then you have to wait for your commission. It goes directly into your bank account. And you sell something that actually helps others, guys. If you're selling this lip gloss, it's probably not going to change anyone's life. Apart from the fact that you're going to have to sell hundreds to get to one $900 sale. I mean, 17,000 Rand in South Africa, guys. How many lip glosses are you going to have to sell? Probably 100 or so, right? This is not going to help anyone. But if you can sell a program that will teach someone how to make money online, you are helping someone put food on their table. You are helping someone get out of their financial debt. You are helping someone to be able to reach their goals, right? Number 3, automate your business. This, guys, this was my freedom machine. We call it our freedom machine because you know what? That is what made it possible for me to work a 2-hour workday. And here's how it works. You probably got here tonight because you put your email address in there. This is what we call a landing page, okay? This is what it looks like. You put your email address in there, and then what happens is you click on, yes, get the blueprint. What happens is, once you click on that, you get a thank you video that explains the business to you. After that, you get another video that explains it a bit more in detail, what Michelle does for us. Now, it is the experience we have in this is 1 out of 20 will buy from you. Now, let me tell you tonight, okay? I tested this, and I'm sure everyone else will agree with me. I tested it. I tested monthly. Definitely within my first 4 months, 1 out of 20 was buying from me. Now it's becoming more, less and less and less because more people get to know you. Your email list is growing, right? So if you just have if you have 20 people coming to this page a day, at least one will buy from you. And if you've got the $900 legacy builder, that's a $900 sale right in your pocket, 17,000 Rand. The fourth thing is, now you've got this amazing product that people are looking for, right? It's high in demand. You get 100% profit. You get a free automated system that is done for you. Guys, I always say it. This is the most done for you business I've ever had in my life because I didn't need any requirements. I didn't need a special degree. I didn't even need to know tech because I could literally get in and plug and play. Literally just fill in my details because everything was there for me, right? Get your business discovered. Now you've got this. Now we use classified ads. We teach you the copy and paste of free ads method, which you literally get hundreds of ads. You copy it and you paste it to high trafficking websites that you get. I said it was done for your business, right? This is what you get. You don't even have to think about the ad and you don't even have to think about where to put it because there you've got all the info there, right? And we've got the invisible empire, how to build your invisible empire, guys. This is gold. If you thought that you had to put your face on social media and do videos to make money, I'm here to tell you different tonight. Because look, think about Apple iPhone, right? Apple iPhone, they've only got like an apple as their logo. But everyone's buying from them because they know how to market. They know how to connect emotionally with their customer. They know who their perfect customer is. And this is what you learn inside here. You learn who your perfect customer is. And that's why we have the weekly training. That's why we've got the South African community, so that we can get online and help you find your perfect customer. Because once you know who your perfect customer is, guess what happens? You will never have to bother friends and family because you attract your perfect customer. That means no recruiting. I want a big yes for those who's happy to hear you don't have to recruit. Because man, oh man, I didn't like recruiting. I didn't want to bother friends and family. I didn't want to be on my phone the entire day. So I absolutely loved it when I heard that I don't have to recruit. The fifth thing that you need to do is obviously stop the scroll. You guys can agree with me. I mean, social media is busy, right? How many times is your finger going like that? But something stops your scroll, right? And you stop the scroll if you're talking to your perfect customer. I'm sure you can put it in the comments there for me that the person that invited you here was your scroll stop. And share with me what stopped your scroll. Because it was because you heard someone talking to the right customer. Forever and Herbal Lifestyle, I hate recruiting. Oh, I just love to see the comments again and again. Okay, So you get a content vault where you get to stop the scroll books. And then we do what we call a CTA. In every video that you see of us, guys, we give you a call to action. That is like, you know, my story is my perfect customer is a parent. But just because it's a parent doesn't mean young people and old people don't buy from me. It's just because it's my heartbeat. Because I was that mother starting this thinking I was going to have to work still full time and do this part time. But in my first 4 or 5 weeks, guys, I left my salon business completely. And I just did this because I see what I could make with this. And I already started making more than I ever did in a day that I did a month or two in the salon. So I was on this mission. Every single parent needs to know about it. So when I go online and I share my story, I say, you know, if you are that parent and you want to be at home and you are tired of living paycheck to paycheck, but you don't just want to be at home, you want to be financially free. You want to be able to buy your kids what they want. You want to be able to take them out for lunch if you want to, right? If you're the parent, put ready in the comments, and I'm going to share the info with you. That's a call to action, and you learn how to do that. And then number 6 just comes automatically because you get a new customer. This is the exact same process, guys, that is making us more than 17,000 Rand a day. All right. So I'm going to ask Christelle to come on here quickly. I want you to hear from her. She's also another millionaire. Christelle, are you there? Let's see if I can find her here. Yes, look at those readies, eh? Ready, ready, ready. So you guys already responded to my call to action. Isn't that amazing? Oh, that's so cool. Christelle, are you there? I think she's coming up now. Okay, maybe we'll come back to her. I'm going to ask Cole then, another guy in our community. I'm going to ask him, I know I'm putting you again on the spot, Cole. I'm so sorry, but you know what, guys? When a story is good, a story is good. And it's so amazing that you can see that it's all walks of life. It's just not one person or a certain tribe. Okay, Cole, take it away.
Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome. You know, my story is quite different. I was, not I am, I was, because my past doesn't equal my future anymore. Okay. I was a pensioner struggling to get by. If any of you can relate to that, you'll know that it comes in this hand and it goes out that hand. And it's like trying to hold water and then literally you've got to spend another 29 days trying to work out how you're going to get through the month. And that stress and that burden, that monkey that's sitting on your shoulders the whole time is constantly talking into your ear, giving you all those limiting beliefs and run, you know, I get yucky feeling about it, you know, even thinking about that, because that's really not a nice way to live. And I do art. I'm an artist and a photographer. And somebody said, well, why don't you try marketing your art on TikTok? I had been trying on Facebook and I got a lot of likes. Everybody loved my art. But because it's not part of the food chain and it's seen as a luxury item, and in today's lifestyle, it's not part of the food chain. It's like a luxury item. So people are not buying art. But I went on TikTok nonetheless, because that's what I felt I had to do, because I didn't have any other options. I'd tried other things, all of these wonderful $7 silver bullet things, and you end up just like a hamster on one of those wheels. You're just spinning your wheels. There's upsell after upsell, and no, it just, they make promises, they don't deliver, and you just stuck in that never-ending cycle of getting nowhere. Be that as it may, I was busy trying to set up, and with the help of a friend on TikTok, and somehow thank goodness, I landed on Lizelle's live presentation. Well, my life hasn't been the same since. And to say that it's actually taken me out of the SH1T that I was in is putting it very lightly. Within the first 24 hours, because I plugged in instantly. In fact, I actually gave Lizelle the hardest time because I had 1,001 questions that I needed to, because I knew that this was going to work for me. And poor Lizelle had to put up with so much of my, well, what if I did this? And what if I did that? And can I do this? And can I? Well, long and the short, I went and put the wrong email address in because I was supposed to get a .com and not use a Gmail account. One thing led to another, and my website took about 2 weeks to come up because of my mistake, not Lizelle's, not the programs, mine. And within the first, was it 24 hours, Lizelle? I had my first sale and then my second sale. And I was already in profit. That may not be the same for everybody, but it just goes to show that if you are so determined to get ahead, this is a program that will get you ahead. And then not only that, but while you're busy learning and you're going through the various steps that you need to take, you start earning. And then the other achievements that you start gaining, because this is not just about the money. In the end, you learn skills. The business is scalable. There's so much scope available in this system. You get coaching from multimillionaires, interactive, and you've already had some talks from Dee, who's a millionaire. You're going to hear from Christelli, who's become a millionaire. I'm sure Lizelle's also just going to announce the fact that she's probably become a millionaire as well. But you know, for an old toppy, I'm 68, and I'm not tech savvy. I'm also ADHD, which is why I'm creative with art and what have you. To be able to actually make something that works for me and not get stuck in a situation where you can't get ahead. So it's also been the most incredible. It's called the digital growth because I have witnessed throughout my short period. I've been in 2.5 months, I think it is, Lizelle. I started on the 13th of March, but then only really got going on the second week. So literally towards the end of March is when I actually started. So in that short time, I have also generated 6 figures, South African rands, not the dollars. But if you understand how much that means to a pensioner or a former pensioner, because now I'm a CEO of a global digital business and I'm a successful online entrepreneur at my age where I can't get employed. Okay, it's not even a question of go out and find a job because there are no jobs. Okay, and if I did get a job, I wouldn't have got anywhere near what I'm worth, and I would have been stuck with a glass ceiling and earning just one salary, which wouldn't have got me through the month either. You know, you get paid just enough to keep you coming back, to get paid just enough to keep you coming back. And then you get 12 of those payments per year, but you're going to spend 40 plus hours a week, if not more. That's not including time sitting in the traffic. That's not including time that you take work home. It's not including the time that you can't spend with your kids because you have to do certain things over the weekend. You can't sleep at night because you've got deadlines that you've got to meet. And oh my goodness, whereas here, you're going to instantly come in with multiple income streams, with the ability to actually create your own email list with a website that's done for you. It's a business in the box. You've got mentoring, you've got coaching, you've got mindset. Your growth will be phenomenal. And I have witnessed it in so many people and so many of the members that have come into this. And if you look at all the guys you've been speaking to, they can't get the smile off their faces. They can't. You can't. It's literally impossible to stop smiling and crying tears of joy. Okay, that happens. I mean, Lizelle catches me every time, because when I listened to Dee's story in the beginning, and then she put me on to follow Dee. Well, I was a wreck, to say the least. But I'm so incredibly happy and so grateful for the fact that I've been involved. And you start thinking it's all about the money, but that goes away as soon as you realize, as Lizelle was pointing out earlier, that you have an opportunity here where you can help others. Okay. And that doesn't get old. That is the most amazing thing for me. And the ability that you don't need any special equipment. Your cell phone can become your personal ATM. And most people are paying more for their cell phones than they will for getting a business and owning a digital online business. In fact, it's probably half the price of a cell phone.
It is.
So
thank you so much, Cole.
Thank
you so much. Let's get into let me show them what this is about, because I'm sure a lot of you are asking what. I can see in the comments you want to know what it is. How much is it? How much is it, right? Because in South Africa, for us, dollars is a lot of money, right? So I put it down here. You can Google the correct conversion, but $900 it's almost 17,000. That's the Legacy Builder program. Then we've got the Passive Daily Blueprint. That's the $300 one. Then we've got the Launchpad, which is the entry level. I call it entry level because with each of these ones, you just get more meat, if it makes sense, right? And then the $600 is the Digital Mastery. This is where you can start earning 6 figures. The Legacy Builder is $900. And you will be able then to get 4 income streams immediately. In other words, you'll be able to sell the Digital Mastery, the Launchpad, and the Passive Daily Blueprint, okay? You're getting these exclusive bonuses, guys. You get a free global community. You get to be a part of the South African community. You get your invisible empire, faceless marketing. You're getting a 30-day marketing strategy growth plan and so much more. If you've been on whoever's invited you here tonight, go check out their website and you're going to see in detail what there is. Now, is $900 a lot of money to spend? Almost 17,000? It's a lot of money for South Africans, right? But let me give you a perspective. If you can have a $900 a day sale times 7 days a week, that gives you $6,300. In a month, that'll be $25,200. That's over 460,000 Rand a month, right? But let's go conservative, because this might be sounding really too good to be true for you. So let's say you only sell 3 a week. A $900 one, which is the best seller, it gives you $2,700. 4 weeks in a month is over 10,800 a month. That is over 198,000 a month, right? So I'm sure it doesn't look so good to be true now anymore, right? And you get to be a part of this amazing South African community, guys, where we are like-minded people, not only in the community, global community, but we get to connect with one another. You get live and interactive training. So you're not being left on your own. And I'm sure you've heard it now a lot tonight. So last person on, let me ask Christelle. I see she joined us. It seems like she had an internet connection. Hi, Christelle.
I'm so sorry. I joined the panelist link and it just kept on going and it just didn't want to connect. So I'm not sure what happened. But thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. So for you that don't know me, my name is Christelle and I live in a little town called Hoedspruit, like on the borders of the Kruger National Park. My journey into digital marketing started just over 7 months ago, and it has been utterly the best decision I have made in my entire life. I worked for two foreign companies for last year for about 8 months, and at the end of August I lost both my jobs. Now you need to understand, I worked for two companies from 4 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. I worked 14 hours a day for these two companies, and I lost both my jobs, and then I found digital marketing. It was not smooth sailing at all. I started off, I didn't have the money to start off. My mom paid for me. And then in the first 3 weeks, I thought I broke TikTok, and my content wasn't correct. And eventually, when I became coachable, things started changing for me. I, for instance, had my absolute best day yesterday, which was like $2,800. And if anyone has a currency converter, that is like 52,000 Rand in a single day. And I'm like, that would have taken me 3 months to earn. 3 months to earn. And I'm like, it's like Lizelle just said, do you not? Yes, it's 18,000 Rand. It's $900 to start. I made that money back 3 times in a single day, 3 times, because that is how this is possible. And somebody asked in the comments, can you start with $100? Can you make money with $100? Absolutely. My friend, if you had to start with $100, and that is all you can afford, and let's say, for instance, you had to sell 30 in a month. Let's say, for instance, you were lucky enough to sell a program a day. That is 55,000 Rand. 55,000 Rand. It cost you $100. It cost you 1,800 Rand. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? This is ideal for students, for stay-at-home mommies, for stay-at-home daddies, for somebody looking for an additional income, for people on pension. This is for anyone that's got a phone and Wi-Fi and want to make a change to their life, because it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, whether you are 18 or 80, it doesn't matter your culture. This is for anyone that wants to say, yes, I am ready to change my life. I had gone from 7 months ago where I couldn't afford groceries for 2 months. My mom had to pay my groceries for me. Do you know what this feels like at the age of 36 to not even be able to buy my children bread? to eventually earn my first million in under 5 months, 24 days. That is how long it took me to earn my first million. I am this close to earning my second million, and I haven't even hit my 8th month. That is what this is doing. Why? Because we earn in dollars. Why? Because we've got a proven program. Why? Because we are trained daily by a dollar millionaire. Somebody asked me today, but I can go and learn digital marketing on YouTube. Yes, you can. But who's your mentor? Who is your guide? Who is the person that's teaching you? Is it just somebody that learned digital marketing out of a book, or is it somebody that is proven? Do you know what is funny? I actually, before coming onto the live, I was listening to Michelle's live, and a lot of you say you don't have the money to start with. I didn't. I had to borrow money from my mom. Another lady had to bake biscuits, and she sold the biscuits. Somebody had to sell furniture. Somebody else had to sell jewelry. Michelle took her daughter's money that she was going to use for her dentistry. She didn't have the money to start either. She had that money that she saved up for her daughter's dentistry. That is what she used. She just decided, you know what, I'm not going to phone the doctor to say that I can't make this appointment. I will make this work. So my friend, how are you going to make this work? How are you going to change your life? Because we all started from nowhere. We all started with nothing. I had no following on TikTok. I had no experience about digital marketing. I come from real estate. That is what I've done all my life. And at the age of 46, my life has just started. My dreams are becoming a reality. I'm an evolved mommy to my 3-year-old. That's why I'm doing. That's why I want to be a stay-at-home mom, because I want to be with my daughter. God didn't bless me at the age of 43. I'm now 46. But at the age of 43 with a little girl, with my best friend. For the first time in 3 years, I can give my son his dreams. I paid his flight ticket. He's flying out to the UK on the 31st of October. His dream is to become an IT specialist and work in the UK. And it's only because I said yes to digital marketing. For 3 years, I had to tell him no. And for the first time, I can actually for the first time, I can be a yes mom. For the first time, I can say, yes, you can have your glasses. Yes, you can get your medication. Yes, you can go and study. Yes, here's your laptop for your birthday. And yes, here's your sushi, your absolute favorite. So I've become a yes mom, and that's what I'm grateful for. My little girl actually said to me yesterday, Mom, I now have enough clothes. You can now stop. So, for the first time, I think I'm just trying to catch up for for being a no mom for so long. And digital marketing, it's not just life changing, my friend. Digital marketing is life giving. It's given me my confidence back. The community and the training that we've got and the support that we've got is like nothing you've experienced in your entire life. It's giving me my finances back, my time, my time with my children, my hope, my dreams. It's given me back, the person that I've lost after so many years. I have my happy back, and it's because I said yes. The community like this. Sorry, you've got my little 3-year-old in the background. A community like this, like Lizelle, that's absolutely beautiful. That's taken this initiative to help and assist and guide. There is nothing like this that I've ever experienced where we out to help each other. The more you help others, the more it comes back to you. And I mean, I can work with my little girl. Can I tell you how many times she's in my videos? Because I worked around, my child comes first, and I work around my family. And where else can you have that? Where I work my own hours and I earn in dollars daily. My friends, so if you're interested in this, say yes and figure out how to do it later on. I mean, if Richard Branson can say that, why not you? And if it can work for him, why not you? So thank you. And have a beautiful and blessed day. And say yes, just do it. Get back to the person that invited you and figure out how to do this. Because if it can work for thousands of people in our community, it can work for you.
Oh, I just love that. Thanks, Crystal. Oh, that's so cute. She's adorable. Yes, guys, so if you are interested and you're ready to take action for your future, get back to the person that invited you here. They've got a website where every single program is explained in detail. But I'm going to open up for questions. So please raise your hand, and then we'll get to the questions. Right. And just a reminder, guys, that this is for our guests. Okay, we've got this amazing community that you know of, right? It's not for community members because we'll get our answers in the community. This is for guests. If you are not in the program, you haven't bought the program, you are welcome to raise your hand and I will do my best to answer you. All right. Janine. Trudy, you still there, right?
Lizelle, ek is, maar maak my net 'n panelist laat ek jou kan help.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay. Okay, Janine. I'm sure you're coming up. Judy, you are. Oh, hang on, my co-host. Okay, here we go. Janine, can you hear us? You must just unmute. Okay, we cannot hear you. Lucia? Let me just, oh, okay. I'm also trying to do it from here. Let me see. Michelle? Janine, if you want to ask a question, you must just unmute, my friend. Okay, let's go to Zuleika. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I cannot see. Michelle, do you want to, Zuleika, can I ask you just to unmute? Okay, guys, let me know in the comments if you want to ask a question, because I'm trying to get you on, but it doesn't seem like it's working. Can't see my camera. Okay. Anyone have a question? Zuleika, we can hear you. Do you have a question? Okay, let's try. Emmanuel. You don't have to, okay, don't put your camera on, just ask me then. Maybe a problem with bottom bar that allows us to unmute. No, they can unmute. I've asked it. I do have control here, so you guys can just ask. Do we purchase in rands or dollars? Well, it's going to convert in rands when you pay with when you pay for it. Okay, guys, so no questions. Because I am unmuting you guys and no one's coming up to ask a question. I don't have the full bar.
Hi,
There
good
we go.
afternoon, everyone.
Yes.
Hello,
hear you.
hello.
Hi, how can I help?
Yes, so my name is Madam. I so I'm very glad to come across this community. I had a business that has this strong community that when you really need help or you need support, you can lead or you can lean on people in your community. So what I just want to ask is, as you know, as South African, everything here is a scam. I just want to find out that what difficulties are you guys come across in a sense of here at home, people will think, no, we cannot afford it, because they know that they have to work. They will only being enticed in those things of forex, whereby you just put money and tomorrow you get triple the amount. I just want to check the challenges in South African market in terms of this blueprint digital courses.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me tell you, you just heard for yourself, right? We are 9,000 in our global community. I just started this SA community just over 2 weeks ago, and it's already about 900 people. That's just the mindset thing, because you know what? If those people, they might just not be your perfect customer. But you must remember, with this business, you don't just reach the local people. You reach people from across the globe, right? So that's just not your right customer then, if they are not ready to buy from you. Oh, I see you muted. Is that all?
Yes, I just one more. Yes, I understand that. Yeah, it's a mindset thing. You just have to get your customers that wants to change their lives. So in terms of reaching the outside South Africa audience, do you guys obviously do you invest a lot in advertising?
Not at all. There's no monthly fees. No monthly fees at all. You just use social media. You can make $1 million without any monthly cost. And what I wanted to mention with you as well, remember, you learn attraction marketing. You don't go and recruit. You don't have to go bother friends and family and go tell people about it, because you're going to do it with your 2-hour workday that you follow. You will learn how to attract customers to you. So your type of customer will come to you. Yes, and we don't do any paid ads.
All right. Thank you so much.
That's a pleasure. Is it Emmanuel?
Yes, it's Emmanuel. I'm very impressed with the program, and I'm very interested. But I wanted to ask whether you also have members in the community from Zimbabwe, because I am in Zimbabwe and I'm very interested.
Yes. Yes, we do have people from all over Africa, in fact. Yes, we do. This is what's so nice about having your online business. It doesn't only keep you in South Africa. I gave you South African stats just to show people so that they can just think over and above what they can make, right? But we've got people from all over. Zambia, Kenya, Botswana, people from all over.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Trudy, is that it?
Lizelle, dit lyk vir my so, behalwe die mense wat hulle hande vroeër opgesteek het, is nog daar, maar ek sien nie nuwe handjies nie. In die comments is daar wel handjies wat gelig
Okay, I'll
was.
just check here. If you already purchased from someone else, can you still become part of the South African community? Yes, Desiree, obviously. It's open to everyone. Okay. Let me just be Nigeria. Yes, we do have people from Namibia. We've got people from Nigeria. To who do we pay? What's the business name and banking details? Okay, so all you need to do now, guys, is if you're ready to change your future, right? If you're ready to start now and have a different December coming up, because you said, guys, most of you said in the beginning of January, you're worse off or you're just the same off. If you're ready to change your life, just go back to the person that invited you to this webinar, okay? And you're going to get all the info from them. Okay, guys, with that said, thank you so much for joining. We appreciated you. If you do have any more questions, just go back to the person that invited you here. You guys must have an awesome evening. Thanks to everyone who shared.